Alright, so we're gonna Vex it up. I tried to come up with something funny because Vex is such a funny name. Vex maxing! Dude, that's it! We're gonna be Vex maxing on stream. That's amazing. Alright, let's Vex. Bring out our Vex. Vex before your sex, like they said. Wait. This is the wrong thing. There we go. Extract. I forgot to extract the zip. Extract, not exact. Alright, there we go. Vexx. I am Vexx. Vexx looks like... He basically looks like the cooler attack. Vexx uses an autosave feature. It's so funny when games had to say... I mean, I guess games still do say this, but it was funny how when autosaving was a new thing, every game had to, like, tell you that they use an autosave feature. Yo, was that a Lego Bionicle PS2 video game sound effect I just heard? Acclaim? Oh! Acclaim the fame! Oh, this is gonna be so Jak and Daxter, isn't it? Yo, what the hell?
Acclaim Entertainment presents an Acclaim Studios Austin production.
Vexx. Ooh, music! Throw the diaper in the trash, it's time to get serious. Yeah, no more tack, only Vexx. Hear that piano? What the hell? Are we in for a hidden gem? I think they tell you about autosaving so you don't yank the MC out of the console or turn it off during the save. Yeah, that's probably it, actually. Oh my god, that's him! Vexing! Oh, why am I hearing like epic sounds? Alright, let's go.
Ours was a sin of pride. Blinded by our ambition.
Most silent game ever.
Better left closed and loosed hell upon Astora. Though 700 years have passed, to my lasting sorrow, the terror continues. It began anew when the shadow wraiths descended on the peaceful village of Overwood. Dark Yabu and his shadow minions drove the defenseless villagers before them, save the aging guardian of Overwood, Vargas, and his grandson, Vexx. Defiant but outnumbered, Vargas and Vexx could not stand against Yabu's dark power and were bound in chains with the others. They were forced to toil in the labyrinth of tunnels surrounding their village. Slaves. Beaten by word and whip, Vexx endured until his rage became unbearable. He lashed out, attacking his oppressors, but was stopped by the very shadows that answer Yabu's call. Vexx would have died then, were it not for the sacrifice of his grandfather. Enraged, Yabu turned his powers on Vargas and showed no mercy.
Yo.
After nightfall, vowing revenge, Vexx escaped the caves and made his way into the heart of Yabu's windship, intent upon destroying the Wraith. Fate, however, would grant him not revenge, but fortune. The legendary Astani War Talons. Unable to destroy the powerful artifact, Dark Yabu had hidden them away for years, fearful that they might fall into enemy hands. Vexx screamed as the Talons bound themselves to him forever, and his fate to that of all Astara.
Holy moly. This looks like a game I played before, just can't recall which one. Yeah, I've played plenty of games from this era, and a bunch of them look the same. Doesn't this game have underlying Christian themes? Acclaim Studios Austin used the Iguana Entertainment, arguably the publisher's best developer. Right, welcome.
Lies heavily upon you. A part of you is linked to him, even in death. As how the Vargas deemed your grandfather unfit for the mercy of eternal peace. Yet the mercy of his heart, which could never be held captive in life. Your grandfather's business is of dark hobbies and death, where Yahweh
What does Vargas do?
and fear until Christ is no more. But if you learn our ways, the potential to save him is in your hands. You will grant your knowledge and experience of all of the guardians who have borne us throughout the ages. We can help you to unlock the doors of your own
Vexx condoms could not exist. Look into the story. The story behind the Vexx condoms is quite interesting. Alright, first things first. Never mind. I'm gonna play. Move around using the stick. You can change the pressure to control stick. Try moving to the end of the wall play in front of you. Okay, yeah, I gotta... of course I can't access the options in the game. I wanted to lower the music and sound effects so we can kinda increase the volume of the speech. Well, you guys tell me if it's too loud or not. Excellent. You can use the jump to move across gaps by pushing the control stick towards the area you wish to jump. This is not my first game. You will often come across gaps that are too wide for you to jump across normally. You can use the long jump to cross these chasms. What is this? Mario 64? To execute long jump, first push the control stick to run. Then hold down the L button, followed by A. What the hell? Why L? Acclaim was on something else in the noughties. If you want to jump higher than usual, you can perform the pulse jump. First hold down the L. They also wanted to pay people to have Shadowman ads on gravestones. I would have loved to have a fucking video game ad on my gravestone. And to pay for people's speeding tickets to advertise Burnout. That's amazing! Drive crazy, we will cover your speeding ticket. This is my first video game. Right 3 seconds later. The L button, huh? That's not what I meant. I'm gonna kill you. This is Rye's favorite type of platformer. Remember various buttons for combos to do things, platformer. Yes, I will be delighted. Once you are underwater, you can swim by holding down the R button while steering with the stick. Oh, it has like pressure sensitivity shit. What is this, the GameCube? Hello, welcome. Oh my god, that was a Connie sound effect. I gotta stop doing that. The war talons allow you to climb sheer walls that look similar to the one in front of you. Jump onto the control stick towards the direction, stick in the direction, okay. Another forgotten platformer for PS2. This one is actually Xbox and GameCube. Actually, I don't know if this was also on PS2, it might have been. But I'm playing the GameCube version. Havks, funks, platformings, tanks, seeks, ukes, sex, less. Now for combat, press B to do a 3-hit. No, it has combo combat? Oh, hell nah. You can do an uppercut by holding down L and then pressing B. To do a ground blast, first jump into the air and do L. You can also perform a flare kick! B while airborne. Okay, it's relatively simple, it's nothing compared to Kia. You survived worse, yeah, that being Kia Dark Lineage. Not my first game. It has combat! Is the game supposed to have these black borders or is your PC fucked? It has these black borders. Hang on. Let me show you. Give me a second after the cutscene is over. This is a Wraith Heart. Each one contains... Okay, give me a chance to read, will ya? Many of these Wraith Hearts are split into 100 smaller pieces called shards. If you obtain all 100 shards of a Wraith Heart, they will come together on their own accord. So, let me actually crop it better for you guys, because it's like widescreen. Kinda. There we go, that should be a better watching experience. The shards! Me collecting the shards. I like how they demonstrate collecting 100 shards by placing down 100 shards. You missed the time when games could have atmosphere other than the Sony movie game slow walk scenes. I know exactly what you mean though. But hey, that's why we have indie games. The hearts are 100 coin stars. Oh, you're right. Garlics. No, skulls. These are known as soul jars. The souls of fallen Astani warriors are imprisoned within these vessels. If you bring 6 soul jars together, the 6 free spirits will reward you with the Wraith Heart of a shadow wraith slain by the warriors during their time. I'm not bored, I swear. I'm just yawning. Wario? Oh yes, the Spyro. Fuck, I've been meaning to. Like the Spyro custom level editor framework custom levels. YouTube has been recommending me plenty of those videos. I wanna stream them so bad, but I keep forgetting. I'll try to remember, like, hopefully relatively soon. I would love to play some Spyro new stages. Great job, Vexx. You can now pick up the Wraith Heart. How's the volume, by the way? Especially right now when everything's fasting.
You have done well. Beyond this door lies the world in which you alone must use what you have learned to achieve your purpose.
Alright.
Take heart, for the measure of a person lies not in how one deals with the easiest situations, but rather in what you do when faced with the most hopeless of circumstances.
I'm done with the crazy-ass serious Crimble plot like this. By the way, guys.
Ah, back among the living,
Oh, hang
I
on.
see. You're a stout one, aren't you? When I found you, I thought you dead, so I brought you here.
Oh my god, this guy.
This chamber is where the past Talon bearers are entombed. Cursed things nearly cut my hands off as I carried you here. Yabu destroyed the village. Everyone is gone except you and old Darby. I'd love to get my hands on that soul-sucking monster, but old Darby can't see so good no more. But you could stop him before he opens the door to his world. You could get to the Landspire before it's too late. If he opens the rift again, those demons will destroy what little remains of Astara, and all of us with it. Then there'll be nothing to stop the Wraiths from using the rift to destroy other worlds. It'll have to be you, my boy. Darby can't go with you, but I know an old trick.
The cutscenes are claustrophobic.
I can talk to you like
They
this.
really are.
Head on outside. I can get you started on your way.
Guys, I wanted to show you. I have something on my desk. It's a secret. The framing really does not look right. This game is thin. Oops. How's the volume, by the way? I feel like this is a bit too loud, especially when I'm like smashing and blasting. To the anime figurine, it's Teto. It's a little loud, that's what I figured. Let me lower it a little bit. So back to 75, even if we can't hear the talking. Wait. It's like clipping to the border, so there we go. Hello! Okay. Do tell me if it's still too loud. The bird brain sees all. It's like a very minimalistic VTuber.
Welcome to Timberdale, Vexx. Scattered throughout this land, there are 4 precious Wraith Hearts. You must collect them to power up the central gate and progress to the next land.
Alright, straight to it. Just collect the hearts.
The first Wraith Heart is found here. You must traverse to the top of the giant tree.
Oh
to
god,
collect
camera,
it.
stop spinning.
Vexx, collect one of the Wraith Hearts.
That's
and
like the
I'll meet
silver
you on the
pickle
other side
kicker.
of the central gate. Good luck, my friend.
The pickle from Silver Pickle Kicker. That's like spinning. That's what it reminded me of. Alright, we are vexing. Look at that. Pretty good graphics this game has. Oh. Climbing walls are engraved with unique markings. Jump on the climbing walls to start climbing. Oh, that's the tutorial ball. Rotating the camera is not really easy in this game. Why are all the textures so blurry? Is that just... It almost feels like they haven't loaded in properly. But surely that's not it. It's just because it's a GameCube game. Nintendo shit cube. Vexed. I'm quite vexed about this situation. I do like how the level geometry is very cubical. This is on the GameCube, and look at the level geometry. It's just flat cubes. I love it though. But it looks more like a PS1 in a way. Crusty graphics. Yeah, the graphics are crusty. Why is the camera constantly at my feet? I can't see where I'm going. Vexx had a lot of its textures and models crushed because they struggled to get it running on the PS2, which had very little VRAM. Oh, interesting. Why is the camera constantly going down like that? I want it up! Like this! This vexes me. Can you triple jump? I love Mario. Well, you can do some sort of a combo jump thing. Don't expect this to be a 100% run. This feels like one of those games I would not want to 100%. Did you guys see the Splatoon Raiders direct earlier today? Nothing special, but they showed off more of the game, and man, this is gonna be the first Splatoon game I actually pick up. Yo, what's this? Seems the game has an inconsistent frame rate as well. Why is Vexx killing the console? Yeah, I noticed that too. The frames are dipping here and there, especially when there's a lot going on. What did the tutorial orb say about that gate? Splatoon is neat, you're just not interested in the gameplay. You think it's cool Raiders is playable in single player. It's a single player game. Like, they take every moment when talking about the game to say, this single player focused Splatoon adventure. We're getting a lot of use out of the Switch 2 in this household. Yeah, that's true. Right, wants the new Splatoon. One of us! One of us! Yeah, the fact that it's single player and the gameplay is more about like fighting hordes of the Salmonoids is very interesting to me. It's kind of like a roguelike looter shooter kind of deal. What are these burning babies? Salmonids, not Salmonoids. Oh, I thought they were Salmonoids. Let me lower the volume a little bit. It's like slamming my ears. Honestly, the single-player modes for Splatoon have always been the parts you loved the most, despite pouring literal days into multiplayer. Yeah, I've always loved the idea that Splatoon has a actual like story and lore, and the single-player modes are definitely very interesting. But I was never able to like. I like Splatoon. I've liked all of the games, but I've never got one because they've always lacked that last push to get me purchase them.
Impossible to kill.
But Raiders has that last push.
The heart never disappears.
So yeah, I guess expect Splatoon Raider stream when that drops. When's the release date, by the way? I should check the game store. Let me have a quick look.
A long time ago, the Wraiths drained all of the energy from the Rift system. Couldn't resist feeding on its power. The hearts are still full of energy that can be used to power the gates. Go ahead and put the heart into the portal in front of you.
Give me a sec, old man. Oh, next month.
Once you put enough hearts into the portal,
23
you'll be
days.
able to open the rift to new locations. Get to it, lad. Every
Lad!
moment that passes brings that devil one step closer to reopening the door to the Shadow World. Be careful. Shadow Wraiths are shape changers. Trust no one along your journey.
Okay, so this is like the world map area. 50 to 5. Yeah, this is the access to the different worlds, I reckon. Yeah, there we go. I actually kind of like the presentation of this game. Very, like, easy to understand. Unlike something like, Cameo, which was kind of confusing with its interconnected world, at least to me. But you have like this open world area, you gotta find hearts, bada bing bada boom. That's it. Also, yeah, look at that. If you exit, you lose all the shards that you've collected. This really is Mario 64. That's actually kind of cool. Hey, maybe Vexx is actually pretty good. Let's just be careful not to pick up any hearts, because we want to get all the shards instead. Where once you lay in state, look in a tapestry. To unleash your molten fate, a crimson rune's the key. Okay. Vexx is the type of game that feels like it could get a Night Dive remaster. What's Night Dive? Do I have skill points I can use? They did the remaster of Turok Trilogy and a whole slew of old FPSs. Ah, yes, them! I hope the world has more than 100 shards. The hell was that? Ah, yeah, this is the menu. Heart totals. Journeys. This morning, Father gave me this journal. It's a gift to mark this special day. The day he was appointed guardian of Astara. Father has trained for years, so his wisdom and strength will nurture peace as we seek greater discoveries and understanding. Fucking awesome that there's also, like, lore. Mother is so proud of him. Now our greatest scientists are preparing a marvelous travel system. I'm told it will open a giant hole in space so we can visit other worlds.
They are all dead.
What? Who's dead?
Elders have fallen. They are all.
Okay, that's the inventory. The bar on the top right is flashing. It's the balls that I get from the enemies, but I'm not sure what to do about that. Yep. Yo. Should I prioritize collecting the shards first? Because I lose my potions when I get there hard. Yeah, let's do that. Oh my god, how do I get up? Oh, there we go. If you had to guess, you're gonna unleash some kind of special attack. Maybe that's taught to us later. Listen to this music. The camera is the most annoying part so far. It's too close and it doesn't stay put where I want it to stay put. Why did I fall? Oh.
Look at these arrows! Aren't these game designers wonderful?
Look at these bald fire freaks. So this is gonna be one of those games where I just skip all the combat if I don't need it. Yo, why is this like metal? They don't have any ears. Vexx doesn't have a shadow, I just realized. It's gonna be difficult to land on platforms properly. Come on, man. Rayman 2 released years before this and they got the shadow thing right. So why can't you? Did I say Rayman 4? I meant Rayman 2. He does have a shadow. Yeah, but not the 3D shadow that tells you where you're gonna land. It's not under you, is what I mean. Not to worry, you said Rayman 2. Okay, good. I don't know why I thought I said Rayman 4. Rayman 4? Where? When? Oh! Can I slide it down this thing? Oh, hell yeah. Rayman 4, but it's actually secret. Rayman 4. Oh my god.
You got that right.
Oh, I gotta see shit. It's so dark. Maybe I should change the time of day. Rayman 4 was just confirmed by Ryemanni on his live stream. What if the real Rayman 4 was the friends we made along the way? That's so true. This game makes me vexed. I'm very vexed about this game. I'm very vexed about this situation. I can't see shit. There we go. I foresee it now. Legends Retold happens, but in the middle a big plot point happens and they see a giant 4. Oh my god, his writing is this diarrhea? Oh, that's weird. I want nothing to do with this game. Call me a Vexual. Vexual. This game is actually pretty pogging so far. It's like Mario 64, but Vexx, kinda. I'm vexing it. Oh my god. Okay. Moment of truth. I hope collecting all the shards doesn't actually take us out of the level. When will we get a Vexx and Gex crossover? Honestly, everyone just clown on this game for having an edgy protagonist. Yeah, and it's actually a pretty alright game, at least so far. No, it takes me out. Oh, I gotta collect the potions again. Mario 64 brain rot. You should just let me keep exploring without kicking me out. Actually, I don't remember. Did I like that or didn't I like that when playing Mario 64? Someone has to watch my stream and tell me if I liked it or not, because I don't remember. Alright, let's get all the potions. You don't remember your own opinions? No, there's too much shit. There's too much shit to keep track of. I can't remember how I liked some things or not. I can remember surface level. Oh my god, I can't speak. I can remember surface level stuff like I liked Mario 64, but I can't remember specifics like did I enjoy getting kicked out of the level after collecting a star or not. The only thing you see wrong with Vexx is arguably missed potential based on its development history. For on its own it seems pretty good. Also very funny that Vexx's big contents are so huge he cannot position himself comfortably. Yeah, massive hands. Cursed gauntlets. He's like a kid with giant winter wear. No, what? Winter wear? Kid with giant water wings. There we go. Yeah, just... yeah, I see it. Running to the pool. Or a little baby with giant water wings that take up his whole arms. Yeah. No, Vexx, why are you wall jumping? You're ruining everything. Crew voice.
Ah, Jack. Or should I say Jax? I have decided to rename our business ventures. Next time you go take some packages from my debitors, they'll refer to you as Jax and Dax. And call me Crex, like my online League of Legends battle.
No, handle, not battle. What am I reading?
Ah, Jack. I would like you to introduce you to your newest... I'm gonna pass out, Jack. Oh.
Crew would play League of Legends. I feel like he would play Dota too. Why is it that no one talks about Dota anymore? Or like maybe I'm just not following the right people, but you still see a lot of talk about League of Legends. You see League of Legends characters doing different things. There's TV shows, there's merchandise, all that jazz. People are clowning on League of Legends players, yada yada yada. But no one talks about Dota. Does Dota 2 still exist? Do people still play it? This is a genuine question, by the way, I'm not bullshitting. Because it's just not in the general consciousness anymore. Like it used to be like 20 years ago. You love this world. Big fan of floating islands. Same. Dota kinda exists, that's all you know. Maybe it's one of those games that doesn't have any more updates, but people still play it. I'm actually curious. Let me take a look at Steam. Steam charts. Most played games on Steam right now. Dota 2 is number 2. Okay, never mind. It's still fucking massive, mate. Number 1 is Counter-Strike 2 and number 2 is Dota 2. It almost has 1 million players playing it right now. Valve still hosts international, so somebody has to play it. Honestly, I kind of... The fact that I don't hear anything about Dota makes it better than League of Legends in my eyes. That's an insane thing to say. Hopefully that makes sense though. Ha! Yo, Vexx head. This vexes me greatly. talks with food in mouth. Wipes the food off my face, but keeps smiling. It's Vexx! A surprisingly cool looking game. It's like Mario 64, but you play as Vexx. Ain't no to do that in the game with the Chris guy? Chris person? Who's... Never heard of this before. This was released for PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. I'm playing the GameCube version because I didn't know it was for the PS2 before I started streaming. This game is like if Jak and Daxter had gone straight to Jak 2 tone, but still had Jak 1 gameplay. Yeah, kinda. Actually, yeah, kinda. Okay, remember that bottle down there. We're gonna need it later. These are like flaming ETs. But they also have a Nihilanth head. This is kind of stupid, but this game makes you think of American McGee's Alice. You mean Crazy Al? From the Wonderland? Who the fuck calls their kid America? Yeah, I'm so happy to have this son on this God's blessed American ground, so let me call my son America. Alice Madness Returns especially has a lot of Nintendo 64 DNA. Interesting. I never played those games, but I am aware of their existence. No! What? Oh wait, it didn't remove my bottles. Never mind, never mind, never mind. I thought it would. Ball. Yo, can I score a goal with this? Is that what I need to do here? Oh. No. Honestly, you wonder why the hearts kick you back to the hub. Like, do the levels change when you select an objective? Well, we just started, so... I don't know. Oh, I was right! That's cool. There is that dial you can spin to change the time of day on the map, but you do that manually. Who heart are we collecting? It's the Shadow Wraith hearts. The lore explained that they're like monsters who have been killed or something. I'm not fully sure what the lore says. Ouch! Okay, I deserved that. The walking sound effects are too real. You keep whipping your head around to see if you can hear where it's coming from. That's awesome. Some little Vexx scuffling around in your room. People also clown on this game for having shitty marketing, but it was an acclaimed game. Of course it did. Yeah. Yo, this is fucking sick! Climbing on rocks, floating rocks. I love floating mountains. I gotta... Why haven't I used that idea again? I remember Dark Magician's Reign of Terror had a flying mountains world, but I want to make a new game with the flying mountains setting. Holy shit, what is this? Sumo? Oh my god. Bro is belly blasting me. Yo! I got sumoed out of the ring. Chat, is this racist? If you recall correctly, Acclaim once put out a call where you could win a prize if you allowed them to advertise Shadowman on your tombstone. Yeah, someone in chat earlier told us about those like crazy Acclaim advertisement things. They would pay your speeding tickets for racing game, and they would want to advertise in your gravestones. The head is red. I bet I gotta blast that. What? Oh hell no. Okay, save states time. Ain't nobody got time for that. There was the thing where you could legally change your name to Turok. Please tell me someone actually did. Like, actually, please tell me someone changed their name to Turok to advertise Turok the game. Okay, Sumo guy can wait because we found another bottle. We gotta do the bottle task first.
Wall jumping in my 3D platformer? What is this? Too many moves, I tell ya! I should only be allowed to jump and punch!
Wall kicks will work. Oh my. Whoa. Vexx sex? Yeah. Vexx sex. Who up sexing they Vexx? Oh, I'm sexing! Oh shit, I'm sexing! Vexx maxing. Early 2000s were really obsessed with fat jokes, and a part of that was being obsessed with sumo wrestlers because haha fat, and yes, it's racist. Yeah, you said it. There were so many old cartoons made in America, or you know, like Disney cartoons and whatnot, that had like suddenly sumo wrestlers and they had the fucking kabuki scream going like yo, and then they would give them fucking wedgies because haha fat wearing diaper. Oh my god. No respect for this actual sport that is sumo wrestling. Look up Super Duper Sumos. Wait, why do I know that name? Was that a Wii game? Am I going insane? Secret cave. Yo, what is this? This kind of looks like one of them Jack and Daxter precursor thingies. Do I want to go in there or will I lose my potions again? It was a cartoon about 3 sumos fighting evil to save the world. Okay, so it was not a Wii game, it was something else. Yeah, it also kind of looked like the Polapus room from Rayman 2, you're right. Where the fuck am I going? Is this still part of the same world? Help! Oh. Now this kind of reminds me of like a Zelda dungeon. Boing. 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 Get in the thing! Oh. Liminal. Get the soundboard layer ready. What sound do you want me to play? Oh my god. Oh, we're hanging in the ceiling. The hell was that? Why did we do this? I already have the balls from this world. Donkey Kong 64 is getting a recomp soon. That would be cool, but I think they use Gen AI code or something like that. Okay. Before anyone gets like crazy, I don't actually know the full story. I only saw one comment about it. So I'm not actually fully sure what the situation with the Donkey Kong 64 recomp is. Oh wait, I gotta swim through the hole. Not this time, there was an earlier Gen AI recomp, but this one by Donkey Kong 64 randomizer devs isn't. Okay, that explains a lot. Thank you for the clarification. I'm gonna drown! Did I die? I always hated Donkey Kong 64, so I'm not interested. I always liked Donkey Kong 64, so I'm interested. Duality of man. Donkey Kong 64 is a good game. I had a lot of fun streaming it. It was a long-ass series, but there's something so satisfying about slowly collecting everything in Donkey Kong 64. I would not replay it, but I had a really good time playing it, 100%ing it the first time I did. But yeah, Recomp sounds great. Maybe we can finally put Hatsune Miku into the game. Replace all the Kongs with different Vocaloid characters! Now that's peak. One day Sonic 06 Recomp will be real. Can you let go of the fucking wall? There we go. Why am I shooting? Oh, we found the special attack thing. Miku would go over Tiny. I think Miku would be DK just because she's like, you know, the most known one. And DK is the main character. Let's put the X in Vexx. I'm vexing it so good. Oh my god.
The children! Save the children!
Miku using the coconut gun. She's the leader of the bunch, you know her well. Hot take. People say Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Tooie are, quote, too much to collect because the people playing those games try to collect everything instantly without instead chipping away at the activities. You've noticed this dread energy coming mostly from streamers and the funny game reviewers. You're so fucking based for that because... Oh my god, like how would I even explain this? Even I am a victim of this sometimes, I acknowledge it. But it's this feeling like when you play a game, you gotta do everything instantly, and people hate revisiting older areas apparently, and they hate replaying bits. And it's like, oh my god, I hate backtracking more than I hate my wife, you know? That kind of shit. And it's like, bro, it's a collectathon. If you can't get everything now, come back next week. Donkey Kong 64 is great because it's like a huge project and it's super satisfying to slowly get everything. You have to have the right attitude for those kind of games, and it's not, I need to collect everything I see at once. It bothers you that the notes reset no matter how many you collect, and the number doesn't update unless you collect the 100th note. It's not like Spyro where the only note is left, you have to collect all the notes again. Yeah, that's something I don't like about Banjo, but good thing is that when you play with save states, that's not a problem. That's what I did. But I agree, I don't like the fact that the notes restart. I prefer Banjo 1 over 2, not because there's too much to collect, I just think Banjo 2 wasn't as good. I think one of the key things that I remember from my time playing Banjo 2 was the levels being massive. In comparison to Banjo 1 where everything is like neatly... Like the pacing is good in Banjo 1, but Banjo 2 is like RPG Maker first room syndrome where it's like a huge empty area, there's one sofa in the corner, one chair in the other corner, and you like spend 2 minutes walking across the room from end to end. They made the waterfall a bit loud. Is the game too loud? I can still lower it. You're in the same boat as Pep. You get why lots of people prefer playing Donkey Kong 64 with the tag anywhere mod. The swap Kongs instantly. Yeah. Oh! No! What? Okay, because Vexx won't respect my time, I'm not gonna respect it, and I will use save states. Banjo Nuts and Bolts on PC would go so hard. Isn't there a recop of that being worked on as well? And it's like 60 FPS and everything. I've seen it. It's real. Alright, let's try to figure out how to kill this good lad. I think shoot downwards above the head. The head is so very obvious, like a spot you can hit, but I need to figure out how to get there. It's sucking me in! No, ouch! Do I remember Swap and Swap stage from Banjo-Kazooie? Yes, I do. Oh, maybe that's when we're gonna push. Ouch! Me head! Nice. Oh, I see. Works like a real match. Crew's cousin. Oh, come on, I was right there. Since you're playing this on emulator, you might not notice this detail. The closer you are to hard to collect, the more your controller will rumble. That is a cool detail. Yeah, that I unfortunately don't have, because this controller that I'm using doesn't have rumble. Bro fell from the whole building. Be that heart. I have decided to not go for the potions because it's annoying to recollect them every single time, so I will prioritize other hearts instead. Unless I know where all 6 of them are, like, located. Upon a spirit breeze, stones dance against the void. A prize there you must seize, a fall you must avoid. Beyond the curtain falls, model castle comes to life. To scale the tower's walls, mind what is out of sight. To each watery tower you may get around, grab a gift of power when their answer is found. A one-way portal calls sundial, tells the time, hidden gateway opens, Paul's mischance would be a crime. Okay, I think let's do the sundial portal. Riddles in my game? Riddle me this, Batman. You wanna show chat the awesome bootleg you found today? You found? Okay, hang on. Let me have a look. Gia kattoo oli. This is awesome! A whole back of bath time Pikachus. Joka toli. Pikachu, you doing okay, buddy? Oh, look at this. No, this is Skibbity yes yes. $4 for a whole bunch of Pikas. Rotund. One time you bought a shitty PS4 bootleg console that just had a ton of NES games in it, and the controller broke when you dropped it. If I ever get my hands on a real, like, bootleg NES, I should stream it. One of those, like, plug-and-play devices. You missed Chokincho. Famiclone, yes, that's the term. I've heard it before. I think I've seen some even in Finland in like toy stores, but that was years ago. Nice music. You're very happy to see me play this game. You really miss this era of people all throwing their hat into the platforming ring. It was so varied and cool. I agree. You just got email from Reddit that they'll require age verification for EU users from now on or lock you to child mode. Could be worse, you guess, but this is a reminder that you have used your Reddit account exactly once years ago and should probably delete the account. I don't use Reddit. Okay, I browse Reddit every now and then, but I don't use it. I have an account to reserve my username, but I've never like posted anything on there. How will I see my boobs now? But to be fair, I've had the problem with Reddit for the longest time now, because, like, I use Reddit when I'm shitting. I'm on the toilet and I browse my phone, check some subreddits that I'm familiar with. And it's constantly changing. Like, if there is a post that's tagged as NSFW, sometimes it shows, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it tells me to get the app, sometimes it's like, okay, I'm 18, you can see it. Like, there's no rhyme or reason, and it feels like it changes daily, which is really annoying. VPN. Oh, maybe I gotta. But I don't think if it's gonna be worth it, though. Like, I can survive without seeing the boobs of Reddit. You know? I mostly use Reddit for tech support anyway, and those aren't tagged as NSFW, so... Game is a little loud, thank you. Yes, I figured so as well, but I just wanted the confirmation. There are many cracked VPNs you can find, and because it's a VPN, they'll never find out. That is cool. I've mostly just used Proton VPN so far because it's free. And the free version of Proton VPN, it has the limitations that you can only select a couple of countries, but it's still like real. VPNs won't help for much longer. Lucky for you, you have an offer you can't refuse. It's the sponsor of today's video, Obnog VPN. Obnog VPN is awesome. Tech support. Let's try doing this water place again. I think this place has a heart. Well, excuse me, princess. You getting sponsors? Are the lemmings joining?
I gotta drink. I gotta eat.
Let's check out the middle tower first. Yeah. Oh! Okay, let's do that again. I like the music. Lemmings platformer will be fun. That already exists. It's called The Adventures of Lomax. And I've streamed it.
Oj, this Vexx spelar 20 år och räddskattlag i omplöa.
Yo, this music is going. We have to intervene before he starts talking about leaving the EU. Funny. Do you think Vexx voted Vexit?
Oh God! Oh God! Whoa! God!
I'm not gonna fall for that. That's a D's nuts joke.
Hog to a spit on that tang!
How long has it been since you made a fuck-ass long Jorkal Giza? I can check the file date. It's one of my favorite sounds. Oh, Vexx. Nice. I vexed it. I'll get you next time, Rye. You better watch your back. You might. I have fallen for these nuts jokes before. Is Giza real and can he hurt you? Yes. Don't travel to UK. Worst mistake of my life. You don't want to take the spotlight, but it's kind of fucking hilarious how your first ever interaction with this stream was you watching me give up at Dormiveglia tutorial and then messaging me how to get past it. I remember! That was my fucking Cuphead IGN moment. Ah! Also, it's not pronounced Dormiveglia. It's pronounced Dormiveglia. Oh, that guy went flying. Ugh. Guys, this is crazy, but Vexx is actually close to the kinda game I would like to make. Maybe not visually, but kinda like this idea of you have a place with different places in it, kinda like these platforming challenges, and then you collect some big gizmos and you get... Well, you can choose if you wanna return or not. Jam Jam Adventures will look like this. She even has big fist. You just check the timestamp. That was 6 years ago. Holy fuck, no, you're old. You gotta get this game out faster, but no money. Oh, don't worry. Also, holy moly. 6 years. Watching Vexx so effortlessly, it's making you feel insecure. Vexx cock. But don't forget, I'm also using save states, so I'm a fake gamer by law. This game was reminding you of how much you love these imperfect flawed 3D platformers. Yeah. Ah, crush! Crush my Vexx! It's what you call a good 7 out of 10 game. What the hell is this freak? Wait, what the hell is this? It's like an alarm that spawns enemies. Okay, shut up. ...3D platformer Connie, that would be cool. Maybe one day. By the way, guys, speaking of Connie, wanna hear a secret? I finished testing the game today. It's completed. As far as I can tell and hope, there's nothing left to be tweaked or patched before release. Of course, I trust people to like report bugs and whatnot after release, but it's now ready for printing, so to say. Now wait on it for 3 years. Next up, I'm gonna start working on the Steam page, gotta get that done, gotta start recording footage for the trailer, make the trailer, and then decide on a release date. Connie will appear in Avengers Doomsday. Thanks for the sub. Right, is Giza and Connie, because otherwise you don't want it! No, I can't say. That would be spoilers, wouldn't it? No. I hear the beating. Yo, this game is pretty. Holy shit, look at this. Not to put you on a spot, but do you want to tell chat about your nightmare? Yeah, I do! I had a nightmare about the Connie reveal trailer last night. And I was like watching it on my PC, the premiere on YouTube. And it was like an early 2000s or before that, like 3D animated animation. There was like scrungly Sonic Schoolhouse 3D Connie and Plum, and they were doing something. They were like eating breakfast or something. And I remember sitting there watching it and like spotting all these mistakes and being like, oh no, people are gonna see this modeling error or this animation error and it's gonna be horrible, people are gonna hate this. And then I like move my mouse to see how long the video is, and it's 7 minutes long. 7 minutes long Connie reveal trailer. Old ass crusty animation that doesn't even show gameplay. That was my nightmare last night. What if that was actually the Connie trailer? I do want to 3D model Connie and Plum, but not yet. I'm gonna release Connie on the same day as GTA 6. That's how you separate the true homies from sheep. That's mean. Maybe that was a premonition of the joke trailer. Let's check out another world, shall we? Find a pulsing treasure. Connie creepypasta. You should add that dream as a gag into the trailer. No, I'm not gonna spend any more time making and animating a whole ass thing. Yes, collect those fleshy hearts. Yo, music! Aren't I hyped for Angry Birds Movie 3? There was a second one? Shit is gonna make trillions. You're most likely right, it's Angry Birds after all. Angry Birds is still big, right? Apparently the Barbie game collection is basically the only big game releasing around the same time as GTA 6 according to current schedules. Which is fucking awesome. The Barbie collection is gonna outsell GTA 6 easy. Legends Retold was October, right? When is GTA 6 releasing, supposedly? November. You never played Angry Birds when you had your first phone, you mostly played Plants vs. Zombies instead. My first phone didn't have games, because it wasn't a smartphone. It was an old brick Nokia. You had Snake on your phone. I remember at some point during my life, my mother had a slightly more modern phone. It was still like an old Nokia, but it was like one of these like shell clamp phones before first smartphones were even invented. And it had like a water pipe puzzle game on it, and I I remember being like, "Mom, can I use your phone to play the water pipe puzzle game?" What the hell was that little freak? Looked like a Pokemon. You downloaded a Nokia emulator to play Snake 3D on your current mobile phone? That's cray-cray. I was in high school when smartphones started existing. And I think my first smartphone was the first Samsung Galaxy S2? S1? I don't remember which. And then I would just like play Bloons on it. Because Bloons was pretty early into the party. I would also play Rayman Jungle Run and Rayman Fiesta Run. Your old Java phone once had a bootleg Mario game and it was like Peem. I remember I also had a bootleg Mario game on my older pre-smartphone. Fuck, how was it? It was like, you control like Mario against a blue background and you go up and down and there's like poles or something, or you're like jumping from springs. I really don't remember how it worked. Your aunt had a Nokia phone that came with 2 games, Bounce Tales and Diamond Rush. You would ask to play on her phone all the time. It was like your Game Boy. That's awesome. No, that was scary. Let's not go in there yet. Let's try to find the 100 balls before we get any other hearts. This looks like the most B-tier of B-tier platformers. This game is kind of B-tier, but it's pretty good still. Like, in my eyes, so far, this ranks above, like, Cameo. I think Kyo still had a better style, but I think I prefer the gameplay of this over Kyo as well. Smartphones started happening once you finished college. You took some years off to do stuff during these years. You were working with people who couldn't afford new shit, so 4 years later, when you started uni, everyone suddenly had them, and it was super confusing. You had no idea what phones had become. Bro was in like the time capsule. You used your phone to play Monkey Island 2 through Scum VM in class. That's fucking awesome. You remember that you somehow got onto the internet on that phone and accidentally made her phone bill cost a crap ton that month. You got scolded for it. Oh yeah! Yeah, because mobile data. It's like the phone bill costs more the more you use it. So back in the day, connecting to the internet and suddenly like boom, holy expensive. You remember when a lot of a lot of people used to have Java phones. Yeah, Java really was, or still is, interesting. I feel like not many people use Java anymore as their programming language of choice. It had its time to shine, but it's not really that used anymore. I feel like. I could be wrong. That's because Java sucks. True! Frogger doesn't worry about phone bills. He has no data. You remember it was cool to have a BlackBerry phone before smartphones came around? Oh, I remember Blackberries, or like... I know about them. There seems to be something missing. I think we need like a power-up for that. Mama. Eee! Same thing with Flash. People used it a lot back then, but then the 2010s came and nobody used it for coding anymore. And then Flash got deleted. We lived through the whole smartphones as internet revolution, and that's kind of scary. Yeah. You think a big reason is that Flash was never supported on Apple phones? Ah. Yeah, Flash isn't really comparable to Java. Like, I know what you mean. It is in a sense that it had its time to shine and then it fell off, but it's not a programming language. It's an animator where you can do programming bits. Oh, hell no, but I have 85 balls! Oh, I hate this game. Really fucking cool giant skeleton here, by the way. Let's go back and find some more balls. Getting the same vibe as when I played that game with the wolves. Yeah, that was Kia. Dark Lineage or something. Yeah! Oh, wow. Some Flash games were interesting if you use sites like Newgrounds and shit. Indeed. Loved this level in Doom Eternal. We need more balls, cheese balls. Cheese. We gotta eat.
I gotta eat.
I want more balls, cheese balls. I should buy some cheese balls again. Or like Cheetos, cheese snacks. They're good, but they always make my stomach upset. We need more false cheese balls. Balls, balls. Follow my balls. Follow my falls. Guy every cheese and make one cheese ball. What? That message is so broken, it's awesome. Does anyone remember Hurdy-Gurdy on PS2? I don't. I know the instrument Hurdy-Gurdy, but if that's a game, I don't know what that is. Took a bit of time, but here's your interpretation of Rise Nightmare. Yeah. You captured it so well. This is basically what it was, holy shit. Oh, so fucked. Fuck. It's a model error. Oh, I was gonna see the laugh at me. Amazing visualization. No! You have a technical question about Connie. Let's see if I can answer it. Ask away. It just needed to measure the 7 minutes long. Oh, I fell. What resolution is the screen in Connie? It is... what's it called again? Is it like... is it 16 by 9? Like the default widescreen? 192 by 1080, and then you can decrease it by multipliers, or rather increase it, so there's like x1, x2, x3, x4 in the settings. We need a mode to change pink balls to cheese balls. You have a technical question about Sconix. You were wondering if you could play Connie on your CRT, so you wanted to know what the internet display resolution is. I think you still can, but it will add letterboxes on a 4x3 display. Up and down, that is. Unless you have a widescreen CRT. You got all the balls, cheese balls.
I gotta eat.
Balls. What's the 1x scale of the game? You do! Sonic Mania and Shovel Knight look great on it. Widescreen CRT is crazy. Do you wanna know the like exact pixels of the 1x scale? I can quickly check because I don't remember. It's basically just 1920 by 1080 divided by 4. I gotta. I gotta. Oh, I gotta. 480 by 270. Because that's 1920 and 1080 divided by 4. Yeah, same as Redemption, yes. You should get all the cheese balls to Vexx, Luzgo, SpongeBob, Patrick. Who the fuck is Luzgo? The secret third Cusco. In that case, you should get me some photos of what Connie looks like on a CRT. That would be fucking awesome. If you can do that, that would be cool. Cusco! That's the secret fourth Cusco. Cusco sounds awesome. It's hard to pronounce though. Cusco. Cusco. Oh, you can even stand in the poles like Mario 64. Who's he cooksing? Skibbity, yes, yes, yes! There's like freaks after me. They want my Vexx. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Skibbity toilet. I gotta stretch. Did the screen flash black when I wasn't looking? Fuck, dude. I hope someone collect all the donor hearts. You accidentally dropped them when driving over the banana peel. Oh, fuck, dude. Look at this mess we made. All these hearts lying around. You okay? I was just stretching. Stretching it, if you know what I mean. Fur Fighters was another game you played that nobody knows about. Fur Fighters. Is that like a furry beat 'em up? No, I don't know the name. I like how the hints are in form of a riddle. It makes you use your imagination. It also requires me to use my brain, and I ain't got that. How must your inner demons haunt you? Show them your skill by sending them down to their doom. It's a third-person shooter. I'm gonna look that up. Outscore your inner demons 3 times to win! Wait, that's awesome! Outscore your inner demons! That's what we do on daily basis. You play as animals and shoot evil polar bears. Oh, I've never even seen this game. We're talking about whatever this is, right? I claim again. Firefighters has a debug menu. Okay. It also has credits. Oh, it's Spleef. Minecraft. Music is kind of going, holy moly. Holy, this music! No. Guess who helped make it? The devs behind Wiz and Liz. Wiz and Liz! Wiz and Liz is so goated! Did you know? Video games have buttons. You got asked to host a gaming-oriented Apro Rusty, so you're trying to think of a good gaming challenge. What is that? What is Apro Rusty? Let me grab a drink real quick. I'm gonna hurl. Wow, this is fun. It's like an organized pub crawl where every venue has a little task you have to do. Oh, cool. Why did the game suddenly get louder? Maybe it's the stacking sound effects of the platforms. Is this Hugo the Troll? No, this is Hugox with 2 X's. Älä kaiva nää samalla sormella kun kaivat persettä! Okay, enough Finnish speak. There's a world in this game you think that has a really cool concept. Alright, let's go back in. That fucking church bell sound. Every time I hear that church bell in any situation, I only ever just think of TF2. Because I played TF2 so much when I was like a teen. And the Halloween events always have the fucking ding! And I always played during Halloween because that was the best time. This style is so good, you wanna make something that looks like this? Yeah! Welcome! This is yet another 3D platformer from like PS2 era. You just noticed Red Miku, I don't know her name, under the screen. Yeah, that's Teto. She did not get her dick kicked in for you to call her Red Miku. The red one. What if to unlock the next world you have to do a heart transplant? I don't know, Mikulor man, don't worry about it, it's fine. That's it, Teto should be a Lanky Kong replacement in Donkey Kong 64. That's funny. You thought Miku was an alien that looked like human or something. Miku can be whatever you want. In other news, you dropped your phone by accident and now there's a white line going through the screen. Oh man, I hate it when that happens. Why are these so important things that we hold in our hands so fragile? At least you didn't drop it in the toilet. Can't see Teto, can you put her on the entire screen but at a single percent opacity? No, she can't. Isn't there already established lore? No! Every Miku is canon. It's like a Barbie doll. Of course there's some like initial character concept tidbits and some things that people, you know, like popular headcanons, but there is no like one unified canon thing. To be fair, you've dropped it a lot, but this time you think the screen fell against another object instead of the flat floor. Ah, yeah. Miku can also be red. Yes. I haven't seen any of Red Mikus. Now that's a Rayman 2 sound effect. New Miku song, how about Barbie Girl? I'm sure someone has covered that. That is like... That sounds so fitting. Your Miku will be a war machine that protects the planet from viruses and can destroy universes with the power of music. That has already been done multiple times. Automaton cover. Wait, huh? It's the Miku Automaton. I must hear this. This is gonna get claimed. Well, that's fun. But it's not what I was looking for. Miku and Kaito, Barbie Girl. From 11 years ago.
Hey, Miku.
Hi, Kaito.
It has been done. War Machine. I don't have any specifics, but I've seen that plenty of time. Like Mecha Miku and my Miku piloting like a Gundam or stuff like that. Oh, we're supposed to... That's cool. Mecha Miku sounds pleasant. Pleasant? But nobody has done that. Did you see it? Video as Miku. Candy Miku. I've seen that. The only requirement you have for a Miku in Donkey Kong 64, she needs to say, Prince right, okay! That would be awesome. If I had the time and interest, I would try to mod that myself. Shitty! Did you hear that? Why is that platform slippery? Is Miku stronger than Goku? Who would win in a fight? Wait, I have... Fuck. Do I still have it? There is this awesome piece of fan art by Jordan, where the A is a 4 about this. I just think it's neat. I don't think they would fight. Ouch. Do you think Goku likes Miku's music? I think he wouldn't mind. He would listen to it to support his friend, but I don't think he would understand it. Is it? Nice fart sound effect. You think Gohan would like Miku music? Yeah, they would listen to it with Videl. Play it to Piccolo and Piccolo wouldn't get it.
What is this horrible noise?
Stay away from me! Vegeta would not like it, yeah, absolutely. Zombie chickens. I also thought they looked like Rayman 2 zombie chickens. Get the chicken! Get the chicken! This game has some pretty good level design, like genuinely. I like these puzzle rooms, reminds me a lot of Jack 2. And Rayman 2. This game ain't half bad, guys! Holy crusty textures. Someone earlier in chat explained that apparently the game originally had higher quality textures, but they had to cross them down because of PlayStation 2's VRAM limitations or something like that. That's why it has this like porridge look all around, which is a shame. I feel like the game would look a lot cooler if it still had those original HDR textures. Random question, Rye, but if you could live in any Sonic zone from any game, which one would you choose? The one with the best and free healthcare? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. There's only one correct choice and it's Oil Ocean. Oh, I'm drowning in oil. Oh my... How do I avoid dying in an underwater maze from loss of oxygen? Go through the gates, I suppose. No, here's bubbles. Why are these fish just like, how do I dodge the fish? Black stuff that comes in barrels. You can't stop guzzling it and gulping it down. I can't stop drinking oil, crude oil. Oh. Oh. Okay, these shots, I'm not gonna do this hard. This is why I told you carrying a second oxygen tank is the meta! True. This bites. Let's find a different part to tackle. No, but let's think about that real answer. What zone would I like to live in? Preferably something calm and beautiful. One of the nature zones. Casino Night probably has good healthcare. I feel like it only has private healthcare where you gotta pay up. Art, more like shard. Emerald Hill. Aquatic Ruin. That will be underground. Imagine not living in Press Garden Act 2. Oh my god, the music is so good in Sonic Mania. I saw 3 of these at once, so I might be able to do this actually. Get the potions, I mean. You have your actual answer. Starlight Zone. No, that's Metallic Madness. Glue. You're gonna live in Flying Battery, build your own house in the airship, and you'll be far away from everyone. You will be part of the war effort. Glue zone. I gotta eat glue. I gotta stuff my face full of glue, and I can't bite anymore because it's gluing my mouth shut, and I try to swallow, but it's like clogging all my throat holes. I'm gonna suffocate because I'm so full of glue. This bit sucks. No. No, it doesn't. Glue balls, cheese balls. We're just adding more words to the chain of words. You're gonna eat my glue, lady freak. Thank you. That is the highest praise I can receive for an OC of mine. Who wouldn't wanna eat some glue? I don't. Fake. The fumes! Calm down, son. It's just a picture. Yo, what the hell is happening? You 92. Yo, we got the fucking Vexx NFT. You just got the airsuit power up. Now you just find the place to spread your wings. Oh shit! Is that an infinite power up? Yeah! Nice. You don't eat glue. Remember what Powerpuff Girls taught you? True. Non-vexible token. Wait, where did it spawn? Did anyone pay attention? I wasn't. Fuck, did it spawn in the hole? Oh yeah, it spawned in the hole. Gonna eat glitter glue. Gotta make edible glue and pretend I'm eating glue. You remember doing that shit as a toddler? Oh no. What's the weirdest thing you have ever eaten? Something that's not supposed to be eaten normally. Like something you ate as a toddler, for example. Bitch, I'm still eating glue. What would happen if you poured glue into your cock and then tried to piss? I have heard multiple horror stories of this happening online. Whether they're real or not is debatable. But you fucking know what would happen. Are you circumcised? You would say wet cat food, but everyone has done that. Yeah, everyone has eaten cat food. Cat food. Cat food. Cat food. Everyone has eaten some cat food. Cat food, cheese balls. Bro. Let's go do the flying suit bit. It's like the SpongeBob episode with the bleh! I tasted a little bit of cat food. It was very bland because it didn't have any seasoning for a human.
Molded meatballs.
You didn't eat cat food despite having cats. You haven't even tasted it out of curiosity. Mind you, I didn't eat it like on a fucking plate with my spoon fucking... No, I tasted a little tiny bit with my teeth. Nah, you're missing out. You should taste cat food now! You used to eat dirt back in the first grade on your school garden. You don't have to even say, I don't know why. We were all weird kids. Kids always ate something weird. That's what you did? You gobbled it from the plate on the floor? No! Oh, delicious cat food.
I gotta eat.
You don't think you've eaten anything you shouldn't because you were a good little boy. You didn't even eat Lego bricks? I mean, I didn't. Oh my god, wings. Because those are just pieces of plastic. But I know some kids who did eat Lego bricks, like tiny ones. What is wrong with all of you? Don't try to pretend you weren't a kid once. We were all crazy kids. We all did crazy shit because we were kids and didn't know any better. Holy death by choking. That's good for this world. You're glad you didn't eat magnet balls. Dude. Imagine eating like Geomax magnet balls and those little magnet pipes. And they like turn into this magnet monstrosity inside of your body. Don't you wanna live in magic world? Hey, you want it, Geomag world. Or whatever the commercial said. You remember you sent Lego figurines down the toilet? No! That's somehow worse than eating a Lego figurine. You also don't remember ever eating anything you shouldn't as a kid. Maybe as like a literal baby, of course. I also don't really have any memories. Like, I always bring up tasting cat food because it's like, oh, so crazy! But like, I don't remember eating anything super weird as a kid. Like something you shouldn't. You remember flushing a magnet and it started screaming down the pipe and you ran away crying. Ooh, Jungle World. It is kind of a shame that the worlds in Vexx so far are very boring. We got forest, we got jungle, we got desert. But at least the gameplay is engaging. I'm actually having a lot of fun with Vexx. Did anyone used to bite their erasers when they were bored in school? Like after a test and shit, you used to do that since 4th and 3rd grade. No, I didn't do that, but once again, it was a semi-common thing to do. I knew kids who would bite their pencils, the ends of the pens, chew on them. Or bite their erasers. Ew, what the hell is that? Ew, what the hell are these guys? Ew, slugs, I hate slugs. You did that. Vexx seems pretty alright, even though you're not crazy about the character design. Yeah, I feel like if you combine this with some other games like Kua, Dark Lineage, you could get like a even better game. Like this gameplay and the character and art design of Kua. Something like that. Gay Vexx. Vexx! Oh. Vexx! Bro! How the hell did I pull that off? Oh no, this is a piece I gotta carry somewhere. But I'm gonna focus on the balls first. Say Gex! Balls. Die! Oh, disgusting freak. When the Vexx meets Gex. When the Gex and Vexx sex.
But slug characters are so hard.
Okay, well, there is a difference between a slug character that doesn't exist and a real-ass slug. But even then, I'm not huge into, like, slug furries, whatever you would call them. They have to be unrealistic enough for me to like them. But if they incorporate, like, realistic slug traits, then I'm like, no, no, tap me out, tap me out. Slurries. You love real slugs, they're cute. Well, unfortunately, I will have to kill you now. And your slugs. Furries, scalies, AVs, what do you call anthropomorphic slugs? I think slurries is funny, but no, it sounds like slurs. Sluggies, I guess that's pretty good. Gooplies. Gooplies sounds more like a slime character than a slug character. Slurries sounds like someone who would say words they're not supposed to. It sounds like a cutesy way to say slurs, like, oops, I just said some slurries. Holy shit, that's horrible. Oops. I had a heated gamer moment. Said some slurries on stream.
Back in my day, we just had one word. It was untrue and we liked it.
Balls. You don't want to clip that, but it's clippable. Damn, babe, you're so clippable. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Roy. Let's just focus on collecting these balls.
Oh!
Oh, I almost got the balls. Let's try that again. Why didn't I save? Okay, let's do it again. Did you see it? Let's take another look.
Oh my god!
One doesn't have to be a, because I see you talking about it, one doesn't have to identify as a furry to like furry characters or anthro or animal characters. One is only a furry if they themselves identify as a furry and like have a fursona, etc, etc. Did you know? Furries aren't allowed to like human characters. isn't the same without the farts in the background. Furries aren't allowed to like human characters, and non-furries aren't allowed to like anthropomorphic characters. Society is segregated into these two camps. If they catch you breaking the law, they will kill you. They will throw you into furry prison. Or human prison. Which one will you choose? The Transformers and other mecha and robot fans are flat out illegal. Yes! You'd clap, but you're in the glue balls camp, and well, you know how it is. you know how it is in the glue balls camp. Sorry, we're dropping you into slime prison. Wait, no, that's just gonna make you stronger. Don't throw him in. Slime prison. You would call you a soft furry slash. I know what you mean, but soft furry just makes you sound like a furry who has this, you know, I guess like a soft person or something. Diet furry is funny. Diet cola. Alright, now that we got the balls, let's find the other hearts. Also, what the fuck is happening? You weren't paying attention to the convo. I don't know, we were just talking about furries. $7. If you want to be a furry, go for it, no one's judging. Absolutely. Fucking judging someone over being a furry is like the oldest shit you could do. Like, at least be creative. Thanos? Yo, what? Why are these like real human proportions? Blue people. This looks like some Gormity ass art. Look at this guy's face and chin. You love how this is such an edgy ass game, but it has giant cartoony arrows pointing you the way. Right, I want you to punch down on a lizard while vexing it. That is oddly specific. Gormity mentioned! I talked about having started collecting Gormity on stream. I think I mentioned it. It is time to face your inner demons in a game of speed. If you start to fall behind, use your fighting skills to even the score. Italy's only successes: Gormity, Winx, and Witch. All fucking based! I grew up with Witch! Well, my siblings did, but I was there because I was their brother. And of course, I had a shit ton of Gormity toys. I don't think we were ever that into Winx, but it was also huge. Bro, Witch is so goated. I wonder if they ever made Witch games. Bro has 42! Okay, nice, I won. Yeah, Winx Club. The fairy. Story fairy. Gormity, but instead of them all being big muscly men, they're all busty muscly women. Ugh. Gormity devs if they weren't afraid. Well, I say devs, but you know, creators. Rise 42. What do you mean I'm 42? No, I'm not. Oh, bro is pitching me! What the hell? Did you see that? Oh, I fell behind. Let's reload that. This music is kind of awesome. Why are all of the big chunks falling close to them? Yo, what the hell, bro is pounding me? Start pounding, Joker.
Start pounding, Joker.
Big chunks, big chungos, big chungos. They had the same conceit as Real Adventure of Johnny Quest. Used to think that show was the shit because it had bad CGI. Real Adventures of Johnny Quest is very familiar. Let me look that up real quick. Big chungos. Okay, no, I don't know this. Kono as Battle Arena. Big chungos. You know you're old because you spent your days watching YouTube videos about late 90s and 2000s girly media. You know you're old because you spent your days watching YouTube uploads of trailers of Disney tapes. Not the movies, just the trailers. Those were pretty nostalgic. I still remember some of the like what they would say by heart. I don't remember which VHS tape it was, but they had a Finnish advert for Piglet's movie. And I still remember how the advert went. I know I'm old. Enough said. I'm not pretending to be young. I know I'm old. Oh wow, we're in the painting! Ok. Is there a puzzle here? Or was that just for the funnies? Yeah, this is actually kinda cool, what the hell? What's your grandpa sauna? VHS vanity plate, scary or not? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh! Like license plates, but they look like it's the logos that they have on videos, either at the beginning or at the end. Oh, you mean like the classic THX, and like the ones that scared people. I don't remember which one that was, but it depends on the logo. I remember finding some of them creepy as a kid. Oh, there's a fucking skull thing. It could be the Mickey with the laser of the coming soon to own video cassette. Wait, are all of these in the painting? Like all of these jugs? Oh, looks like they are. There's one in each. I gotta return and get them from the first two. This is honestly a really cool idea. Yeah, that was fucking awesome. Let's go back and get the potion from the first two. PS2 death screen gives you nightmares. PS2 death screen? You mean like the red screen? That was awesome. All these Thanos people. Demonic Satan sounds. Oh, I'm vexing it. Is his 3D model just floating in front of the cloth or whatever it is? I think it was rendered on the canvas. I forgot to ask chat, but what did you think of Pigma's apology video? Awesome! The video is titled "You've been lied to ... and it has Pigma as the thumbnail, and he has like red eyes because he's been crying so much. You don't know Pigma? That's the pig character from Star Fox. Oh, it's back there. How am I gonna get up there? There's a site called Audiovisual Identity Database. That's a giant wiki for closing logos. Audiovisual identity. I wonder if there would be something I would recognize there. Pigma plays ukulele and says, "I made a severe lapse of judgment." Severe relapse. Okay, now where do we gotta bring these? Can I swim with this? Probably not. I'm gonna play it safe and just carry it around. Oh! Oh. Ah, fuck this. Oh wait, wasn't there a yellow... There was a yellow thing at the top, let's go there. Oh, you can run super fast during this power-up. Hole. Another puzzle area, I think. Oh wow, what the hell? They're electrifying the gate. How's the game come? This game is alright. I actually quite like it. Now I feel like an idiot though. Is it come, not chum? Oh, sorry. How's the game come? There we go. That sucks. Let's figure out something else. Let's go to the flying spot at the top. I remember seeing it. Can't wait for the Cum Chum apology video. You know that Nickelodeon cartoon? Fanboy and Cum. Still can't believe they called it that. What? It's real, look it up! Genuinely look it up right now. It's a real Nickelodeon show. A disgusting one at that too. I don't want to. It has Ed from Tonic Trouble in it. What's a real show? Fanboy and Cum. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah! It's awful. I remember seeing it a little bit every now and then before going to like school when I was younger. And it really is awful. You know, Fart Boy and Lava Girl. You hated Jimmy Neutron to begin with growing up. I was never a fan of Jimmy Neutron either. It was rather disturbing looking, and Kid Me didn't like it because of that.
Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled!
No. Mr. Electric, kill him! I love those Mr. Electric memes. Mr. Electric, send him to the penis explosion chamber! Fun fact, the Jimmy Neutron movie, premiere of Jimmy Neutron was the first movie you ever saw in theaters. Do you remember being scared of it? Because I saw it and it was just so... There's something about early CG that just inherently scared me when I was a kid. And Jimmy Neutron was a prime example of that. It was disgusting and scary and I wanted to escape the room when I saw Jimmy Neutron on screen. What about Barnyard? Barnyard is a later show, so it doesn't have that scariness to it. I watched a little bit of it on Nickelodeon every now and then. I didn't even know it was a movie first. Barnyard is unhinged and it's glorious. I should watch the movie. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. From what I've seen, it has some genuinely good bits. Up into the ass of Timo. Oh wow, look! Good thing you didn't watch any cartoons and you only played video games.
But don't you know you must read books and watch movies and go outside to be able to create something? You can't only be inspired by video games.
Ouch. That scene in Toy Story where you go to that kid's room with all of the mangled toys scared you when you were younger. I also... No, Pep, no! I wasn't... No, Pep, no. I wasn't even jokingly imitating you. But yeah, Toy Story also was scary. Have I seen Tin Toy? No. Okay, I don't know what I did, but I'll take the heart. You were reading books and playing outside too. No, that's not enough. You must go do more. Have you seen Fuck Ugly Martians? No, but I know what they look like, I think. If I know which movie you're talking about. Nothing compares to the creepiness of early claymation. Oh, that's... yeah. Okay, so even as a kid, I might have been scared of Jimmy Neutron and, like, Bugs Life and whatnot. But I was always a fan of claymation, because it would give me this creepy feeling. But I still loved watching all sorts of claymation stop motion. Like, that's the thing where I was actually like a horror junkie kid, because I loved watching stop motion. Because it creeped me out. That show single-handedly made you want to play outside more. How the hell are we gonna get this? Stop following me! How the hell are we gonna get these heads over? Oh, we gotta walk through this. I see. It's a puzzle! Alright, let's do this. Ew, there's like tiny slugs when you kill the big slug. You loved it, but you were creeped out at the same time. Yeah, same. You adore how scrungly he looks in that. Wait, whom? Who's scrungly? Wallace is the only Englishman you respect. How about Mr. Bean? We should watch I Am Frankelda together. Yes, we should. Oh, Wallace from Grand Day Out. I love Grand Day Out. It's still my favorite Wallace and Gromit. I watched it again very recently. I love how crusty it is, and I love how little they actually talk in it. Like, there's something very magical about how it's mostly just them going about their day, but they don't really talk, and there's just sound effects and atmosphere. That was me mimicking the rocket ambience from Grand Day Out. Ah! Who the fuck was screaming? Have I watched Chicken Run? Maybe as a kid? Have you seen it? They have a little person in a Paddington outfit. Wait, what? Musical? A Paddington musical? I didn't even know that's a thing that's happening. It won a bunch of awards, so I guess it's good. I'm not a huge fan of musicals myself, so I wouldn't care. I'm mastering Vexx's moveset. I'm vexing it so good, guys. I'm Vex maxing, I really am. Max vexing.
I am Vexx Max.
That sounds like a fucking Skeksis from Dark Crystal. My brain is just full of Dark Crystal because I recently watched all of it. I love that world so much. Only 3 more, wow, alright. Let's have a look at the next world and then I'll call it a day here. You have Dark Crystal on DVD now and you can't wait to watch it. Oh, you should also, I mean, if you're interested, I can highly recommend the Netflix show too. In my opinion, it really adds to it without taking away from the movie. So many of these, like, let's revitalize an old IP with a new show things fall flat on their faces, but I think the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance really succeeds. Have I seen The Labyrinth? No, not yet, but I want to watch it. Baby movie, but it has phenomenal little guys. You don't know whether to recommend it to Rye or not. Oh my god, it's the Micro Macro world! Look at this! Bro! This is so cool. I'm a huge fan of these, like, little guy worlds in games. And I feel like they're even rarer in 3D platformers. You like Skeksis because they go... Only one of them goes. But I'm gonna call it a day here. Let me just make sure I saved. Well, I'm sure I did, and save stated too. Guys, this game is a hidden gem. Genuinely. This is so far one of my favorites when it comes to these old platformers. In my eyes, this is beating out QR Dark Lineage and Cameo on the Xbox. This was fun. Vexx makes you Tex-Mex. Vexx takes you to Tex-Mex. Vexing with Vexx.